Hey guys, Scotian4 here with a new video for you guys, but today I got a different kind of video, very different than my usual, but I feel like I could show you guys a thing or two to do something fun, productive, and pretty neat, to be honest. I decided to take on this hobby because I was just bored and I thought these little things look really cool, so I'm like, why not? I could do it. So what I am talking about is perler bead art. What is perler bead art? Well, I'll show you some examples right here. Stuff that I've made. I've made some Pokemon stuff. This is a Bulbasaur. They look like little sprites from video games, which I love these. They're really, really neat. You can make them into magnets, you can make them into like necklaces, or a lot of different things. Put them on your wall or whatever you want to do with them, but they're really neat. So this is the first one I ever did. The second one I ever did that you guys are going to like is, which I'm going to teach you how to do today, but a more simpler version, is a Dragon Ball. Yep, a 4-star Dragon Ball. I really think this one's really, really, really nice. I put it in like the background of my videos a bit because it just looks really cool. And one of my favorites that I've done, the biggest piece I've done so far, is, ta-da! What is this, guys? It's a Mew. Yep. I did this all by myself, this awesome Mew. Mew's my favorite Pokemon, fun fact. So, those are the 3 things I have done so far, but I wanted to show you how to do a Dragon Ball related one, which will be just a simple Dragon Ball. And from what I teach you here, you can make many, many, many other things. So, yes. First, let's start with the basics on what you will need to make this. First, of course, you can't make perler bead art without perler beads. So, you need quite a variety of perler beads. As you can see here, I have an assortment, and you can get them pretty much at any store that has some kind of arts and crafts in it. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them at AC Moore, Michaels, they have them there, perler beads. And they have a bunch of variety. They're like 10 bucks, 10 to 20 bucks depending on how much and what colors and whatever. Make sure you get a lot of different colors to make more detailed perler art. So you need that. And as well as a couple of these, and these are the pegboards that you need to stick the little beads on them to make the design. The standard pack comes with 2, but I have about like 8 of these, so you can make bigger ones, bigger designs, bigger art. You just kind of place them together like this, and they make like bigger boards, so you just kind of connect them so you can make bigger arts. This is all cheap stuff, so don't worry, you get these the same section you would get the beads at. That's where I found mine. And of course you need some ironing paper, because to stick all the beads together you need to iron them down with, of course, an iron. So you're gonna need an iron too. An iron, ironing paper, beads, and a pegboard, and that's all you need to do this really cute creative art. And you need designs, of course, which you can find online very easily. So, now that I showed you all the supplies you need for this cool hobby, how about I just show you how to make a simple Dragon Ball so you guys can see how to do it. Okay guys, instead of a more complex Dragon Ball, I'm going to show you a more simple way of doing a Dragon Ball, smaller too, just for you beginners, just so you can see how this goes and how this works. So usually you would like to start with the outline, because with the outline it's much easier to guide you throughout the whole design and pattern. And so you start off with whatever color that is, and in this case it's black, so we're gonna just do the outline first. It makes it much easier. Try not to mess up, because messing up is a pain. It can be a big pain. See, like I just messed up here. It's just annoying to take them out once they're in, especially coming from the inside. From the outside it's not so bad, but from in here it's a pain. You gotta like carefully pick it out. So try not to mess up. It makes things much easier. I know it's hard not to, but just try not to. So there's the outline for the little mini Dragon Ball here, and so since we got that down, we start doing the inside. So the next color from the inside that I see is yellow, so we'll start with yellow here. Okay, there is the yellows. That's all the yellows I see. From then on, there's a darker orange coming around like the outside here, so I'm going to do that right here. Okay, ta-da! It's coming along very nicely. So from then on, I'm just going to do the white, since there's very, very, very little white. And that's all the white. And from there, we do the gold color. I have stopped to realize that there really is just the one red one, which is the star. So I'm going to place that right there, because why not? There's only one red anyways. And the rest is just gold. You can make a bigger star like this one if you want. Okay guys, and that's it. That's the one-star Dragon Ball. Very simple, very easy for you guys to do. This one's easy. You can make this a little keychain, a little magnet, whatever you want. But okay, so now that we got that down, that's not all. We have to stick it together, right? So to do that, we take the ironing paper and place it right on top, just like that. So now that we have our iron on and definitely getting heated, all we gotta do is run the iron over the ironing paper. Make sure all the beads are all stuck together. So what we do is this, exactly this. Iron it back and forth, give it a couple seconds like this if it's on the highest heat. A way you can tell if all the beads are stuck together, you see the beads kind of come through the ironing paper like this. There are some that you can't see through yet, so you gotta put the iron over that a little bit longer to make sure everything's stuck together. And now you see here, looks like it's pretty good. You don't need to go over it that much if it's on the highest heat. So now that we did that, we just carefully remove the paper from the design, and we can see that it's stuck together. All of them have stuck together. Ta-da! But if you are doing this process and you see some of the beads stick to the paper, that means you have to go back and iron it some more. But if you, depending on the heat that you have the iron set on, usually it shouldn't happen. Now the next thing that should be done is make sure you put this underneath something heavy so the beads won't curl up, because that tends to happen. If you don't put the beads under something heavy, because of the heat and the ironing that you did, it starts curling upward and it doesn't really look too nice. So I recommend putting it under a textbook like this for a couple minutes. Like I give it 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, so it can be nice and flat. Last thing I recommend you doing after you have put something heavy on top of whatever creation you make is to iron the opposite side as well, so it can be completely stuck together, because sometimes if you only iron one side, the other side will still be flimsy. So I recommend ironing both sides. So now we got a complete cute little Dragon Ball. And there you have it. That's how you make Dragon Ball Perler bead art. Just like that. Pretty easy. It's kind of time consuming, but I like that because when you have time to spare on your hands, why not make some cute little things? You could even sell these. I've seen a lot of people sell these and stuff at conventions or on Etsy, but it's a cool, awesome pastime where you can make really pretty neat art. So that's it. With that basic knowledge, you can make even bigger things and really, really awesome art. So I hope you enjoyed this video, this little tutorial on how to do this, and I hope you guys make your own. I really do. And up until my next video, guys, peace.